What if everything society taught you about beauty was only half the story? What if the traits that make a woman impossible to forget have nothing to do with flawless skin, perfect features, or expensive clothes? Consider the women who leave a mark on your memory. Years later, no one remembers the shade of their lipstick or the label on their bag. What stays with us is how they made others feel. Real beauty isn't something you put on. It's something you grow into. Today we're going to explore the true markers of a genuinely lovely woman, the traits that time cannot wear away and trends can never copy. Confidence is frequently misunderstood. Many assume it comes from non-stop praise, admiration, or other people's approval. They believe that if enough people compliment them, follow them, or call them beautiful, they'll finally feel worthy. But the truth runs in the opposite direction. The women who make the deepest impression on the world are rarely the ones spending their lives hunting for validation. They're the ones who've already found something far more powerful. Their worth isn't decided by anyone else's opinion. Consider this for a second. If your confidence hinges on other people, those same people can take it away just as easily. A single compliment can lift you up, while a single criticism can wreck your whole day. That isn't confidence, that's dependency. Genuine confidence stays steady because it's rooted from within. It holds firm whether people cheer for you or overlook you, whether they agree with your choices or challenge them. A truly lovely woman grasps this. She welcomes encouragement but doesn't lean on it. She likes being noticed but doesn't require notice to know her own value. She spent time forming an identity built on her values, her character, and her purpose, not on the ever-shifting opinions of the crowd. The modern world pushes comparison harder than ever. Every day, people scroll past curated photos, highlight reels, and stories showing only someone else's best moments. It's easy to start believing everyone else is happier, more accomplished, or more attractive. Comparison quietly whispers that you're falling short. But comparison is a game nobody truly wins, because there's always someone who seems to have more. A lovely woman steps out of that endless race. She knows her path is her own. Rather than asking, "Am I better than someone else?" she asks a far more useful question. Am I becoming a better version of myself? That single shift changes everything. Growth takes the place of envy. Gratitude replaces insecurity. Progress replaces the chase for perfection. Knowing your own worth also means setting firm boundaries. Many people avoid saying no because they fear letting others down. They give up their own peace just to keep everyone else comfortable. But a woman who values herself understands that boundaries aren't walls meant to shut people out. They're doors that decide what's allowed into her life. She knows protecting her time, energy, and emotional health isn't selfish, it's essential. That doesn't make her cold or distant, quite the opposite. Because she respects herself, she's able to respect others even more. She gives freely without being taken advantage of. She loves generously without losing herself. She helps people without letting her whole identity hinge on rescuing everyone around her. There's also a quiet power in not explaining yourself to everyone. Not every choice needs a public stamp of approval. Not every dream needs validation before it can start. A lovely woman understands that people will always have opinions. Some will support her, others will misread her, and she can't control either reaction. What she can control is whether she stays true to the values guiding her life. History is full of people who changed the world despite facing criticism. Had they waited for universal approval, they'd have achieved nothing. Growth often demands the nerve to walk alone before others catch up to where you're headed. Another mark of genuine self-worth is humility. Confidence and humility aren't rivals, they reinforce one another. A woman who truly knows her value doesn't need to prove she's the smartest person in every room. She can cheer for another woman's success without feeling threatened, because she understands that someone else's light doesn't dim her own. She knows there's enough room for opportunity, success, and purpose for everyone. This kind of confidence brings peace. It frees her from constantly performing for approval. She stops reshaping her personality to fit every crowd. She stops burying her opinions out of fear of rejection. She becomes authentic because being real is far less tiring than pretending to be someone else. The most inspiring women often carry this quiet confidence. They don't need to broadcast their worth because their actions already show it. They act with integrity when no one is watching. They keep the promises they make to themselves. They keep growing even without applause. Their confidence isn't loud, it's consistent. Every challenge they get through reinforces their belief in themselves. Every hard decision builds their character. Every setback teaches resilience instead of doubt. Over time, they come to see that their deepest source of confidence isn't outside success, but the knowledge that they can meet whatever life throws at them with courage and integrity. Ultimately, the true sign of a lovely woman isn't that everyone admires her. It's that she's learned to see her own value without needing constant outside reassurance. When a woman knows her worth, she carries herself differently, speaks differently, lives differently. She stops chasing approval because she's found something far more valuable. The quiet confidence of knowing exactly who she is and refusing to let others' opinions define her. That confidence never goes out of fashion, never fades with age, and never depends on looks. It becomes the bedrock for a life of purpose, dignity, and lasting influence. Kindness is often undervalued in today's world. It rarely makes headlines. It rarely goes viral. It isn't usually praised as loudly as beauty, wealth, or success. Yet when you think about the people who've shaped your life most, chances are it wasn't their looks that changed you. It was how they treated you. Their patience during your struggles, their encouragement when you doubted yourself, their compassion when you felt alone. That's the quiet power of kindness. It leaves impressions that time can't erase. A truly lovely woman understands that beauty may draw attention, but kindness earns respect. She knows appearance can shape a first impression, but character shapes the lasting one. Long after people forget her eye color or clothing style, they'll remember how safe, valued, and understood they felt around her. Kindness isn't about pleasing everyone. It isn't about dodging hard conversations or letting people walk over you. Genuine kindness is rooted in strength, not weakness. It means choosing compassion, even when anger would be easier. It means treating people with dignity, even when they don't return the favor. That kind of kindness takes courage because it demands self-control. Think about how effortless criticism is. Anyone can point out flaws. Anyone can complain, gossip, or judge. Those take almost no effort. But lifting someone up takes real intention. Encouraging another person takes wisdom. Offering hope to someone who's discouraged takes emotional maturity. That's why kindness is one of the clearest signs of inner beauty. It reveals a heart secure enough to lift others instead of compete with them. A lovely woman doesn't see life as a contest where someone else's success threatens her own. She celebrates others' achievements without feeling smaller. She understands another person's win doesn't shrink her own opportunities. Because she's secure in her own path, she can genuinely cheer for someone else's progress. This willingness to celebrate others is rare, and it makes her presence a relief in a world full of comparison. Kindness also shows up in small moments, in how she greets people, listens without cutting in, and gives her full attention during a conversation. In an age of constant distraction, offering someone your complete focus has become one of the greatest signs of respect. When people feel heard, they feel valued. A lovely woman understands this, so she listens not just to respond but to truly understand. She also knows words carry enormous weight. A few thoughtful sentences can rebuild someone's confidence, while careless words can wound for years. Because of this, she picks her words with care. She doesn't use speech to humiliate, manipulate, or tear others down. Instead, she speaks truth with grace. Even when she has to correct or disagree with someone, she does it respectfully. Her words become a source of healing rather than harm. Another remarkable trait of kindness is forgiveness. Everyone faces disappointment. Every relationship hits misunderstandings. Holding on to bitterness might feel justified, but it slowly poisons the person carrying it. A lovely woman understands forgiveness isn't pretending nothing happened. It's refusing to let resentment steer her future. She learns from painful moments, sets boundaries when needed, and moves forward without letting anger define her life. That doesn't mean she tolerates abuse or toxic behavior. Kindness and wisdom always work together. She knows when to step away from relationships that consistently drain her peace. She understands that saying no can sometimes be the kindest choice for both herself and the other person. Healthy kindness never trades away truth or self-respect. Kindness also shows in how she treats people who can't offer her anything in return. It's simple to be polite toward people who are powerful, influential, or useful to us. But character is revealed in how we treat the waiter, the cleaner, the stranger, or anyone who has nothing to give us. A lovely woman extends the same respect regardless of someone's status. She recognizes the worth of every person and refuses to rank people by position, appearance, or success. Perhaps one of kindness's greatest expressions is choosing empathy over assumption. Instead of jumping to judge someone's behavior, she pauses to consider what they might be going through. She knows everyone is fighting battles that aren't always visible. A harsh reply might mask deep pain. A quiet person may be carrying a heavy load. An angry person might be wrestling with fear. This mindset lets her respond with compassion instead of quick judgment. The beauty of kindness is that it spreads. One encouraging talk can transform someone's whole day. One generous act can inspire another. One moment of patience can restore hope. We often underestimate how much impact we have simply by treating people well. A lovely woman understands that her everyday choices send ripples far beyond what she can see. In the end, physical beauty shifts with time. Trends come and go, youth eventually fades. But kindness only grows more beautiful with each passing year. It becomes woven into a person's reputation, their legacy, the way they're remembered. People might forget many things about a woman's looks, but they rarely forget how she made them feel. That's why kindness stands as one of the truest signs of a lovely woman, reflecting a heart that's secure, compassionate, humble, and strong. A beauty no mirror can measure and no amount of time can erase. Many people spend their lives chasing perfection. They believe that if they can just erase every flaw, dodge every mistake, and show the world a flawless image, they'll finally feel successful. But perfection is a mirage. The closer you think you're getting, the further it seems to slip away. A truly lovely woman understands this. She doesn't build her life around the impossible goal of perfection. Instead, she builds it around something far more meaningful: purpose. Purpose gives direction to every choice. It answers one of life's most important questions: why am I doing what I'm doing? Without purpose, life turns into a string of reactions. You follow trends because everyone else does. You chase approval because you haven't defined what actually matters to you. You compare yourself to others because you haven't set your own destination. But once a woman finds her purpose, everything shifts. She stops letting strangers' opinions steer the direction of her life because she already knows where she's headed. Picture a ship crossing the ocean. Storms will hit, winds will shift, waves will rise, but if the captain knows the destination, the ship keeps moving forward despite rough conditions. Purpose works the same way. It doesn't erase obstacles, but it gives you the strength to push through them. A lovely woman understands that hard seasons aren't a signal to quit. They're often the very experiences that shape her character and prepare her for what's ahead. Living with purpose also means accepting mistakes as part of growth. So many people fear failure so much they never even start. They wait until they feel fully ready, fully confident, fully certain. But growth rarely happens inside the comfort of certainty. It happens when you're willing to take a step without every answer. A woman living with purpose isn't ashamed of her failures. She studies them. She asks, "What can this teach me?" Every setback becomes a lesson instead of a label. Rather than thinking, "I failed, so I am a failure," she thinks, "I failed, so I learned something valuable." That small shift in mindset lets her keep moving, while others stay stuck in fear. Purpose also shields her from comparison. One of life's biggest distractions is constantly measuring your progress against someone else's. You see another person's success and start questioning your own path. You wonder why they seem further along or more accomplished. But purpose reminds you that everyone walks a different road. You can't compare two people with different callings, different experiences, different timelines. Picture planting two different trees. One might grow fast and reach impressive heights within a few years. Another might grow slowly, building deep roots long before its branches show. Judging them only by speed might make you think one is failing. But nature teaches us every living thing grows on its own timeline. People are no different. A lovely woman doesn't rush her own path just because someone else seems to be moving faster. She knows real growth often takes time. Living with purpose also reshapes how she defines success. Society often measures success by money, popularity, looks, or status. These things may hold some value, but they're temporary. A purposeful woman asks a deeper question. Am I becoming who I was meant to be? She knows outward success means little if it costs her integrity, peace, or meaningful relationships. This mindset gives her real freedom. She doesn't feel pressure to impress everyone because she isn't living for applause. She works hard because excellence is part of who she is, not because she craves constant recognition. She serves others because she believes her life carries meaning beyond herself. Her drive comes from within, not from the shifting expectations of the world. Purpose also helps her navigate hard decisions. Everyone faces moments where they must choose between what's easy and what's right. The easy path often offers instant comfort, while the right one demands sacrifice. Without purpose, those choices feel murky. But once a woman knows her values and understands her mission, decisions become clearer. She's willing to bear temporary discomfort because she won't compromise the future she's building. Another beautiful trait of purposeful living is consistency. Motivation ebbs and flows. Feelings shift from one day to the next. There will be mornings when energy is low and confidence feels far away. But purpose stays put. It reminds her why she started. It nudges her to keep showing up, even when progress feels slow over time. This steadiness produces results that occasional bursts of motivation never could. People are naturally pulled toward those who live with purpose, because purpose creates authenticity. There's something refreshing about someone who isn't pretending to be somebody else. A lovely woman doesn't constantly reshape her personality to win acceptance. She stays true to her values because she knows living authentically beats living to meet others' expectations. Purpose also turns ordinary moments into meaningful ones. She doesn't believe significance only shows up in grand achievements. She understands that encouraging one person, helping a friend, being kind to a stranger, or faithfully handling everyday responsibilities are all expressions of a meaningful life. Great lives are often built from small, repeated acts over many years. Most importantly, purpose lets her grow without becoming obsessed with perfection. She celebrates progress rather than demanding flawlessness. She accepts that she's still learning, still developing, still becoming. Every day brings another chance to grow wiser, stronger, and more compassionate than the day before. In the end, what makes a woman truly lovely isn't a perfect life or a flawless image, it's that she lives with intention. She understands perfection is an impossible destination, but purpose is a lifelong journey. And because she chooses purpose over perfection, she inspires others to step out from behind impossible standards and start living with courage, meaning, growth, and authenticity. That kind of beauty reaches far past appearance. It shapes lives, strengthens communities, and leaves a legacy that outlasts a moment. Life has a way of testing everyone. No one escapes disappointment, heartbreak, rejection, uncertainty, or loss. These experiences don't ask whether you feel strong enough or ready enough. They simply arrive. The real difference between people isn't whether hardship comes, but how they respond when it does. A truly lovely woman understands that emotional strength isn't the absence of pain. It's the ability to walk through pain, without letting it define who she becomes. Many people wrongly believe strength means never crying, never feeling afraid, never admitting weakness. But real emotional strength looks quite different. It's the courage to acknowledge your emotions without letting them steer your decisions. It's being honest about your struggles while refusing to give in to hopelessness. A lovely woman understands that pretending to be strong is exhausting, but actually becoming strong is transformative. Picture a tree standing through every season. In spring, it blooms. In summer, it grows steadily. In autumn, it releases its leaves. In winter, it looks lifeless. Yet beneath the surface, its roots keep growing stronger. Human life follows a similar rhythm, seasons of joy and seasons of hardship. A woman with emotional strength doesn't panic when winter arrives because she knows hard seasons are temporary. She trusts growth is still happening even when it can't be seen yet. One of the clearest signs of emotional maturity is staying calm amid chaos. In stressful moments, many people react on impulse, saying things they'll regret, making decisions fueled by anger, letting fear take the wheel. A lovely woman chooses differently. She understands that while she can't always control what happens around her, she can control how she responds. That pause between feeling and action becomes one of her greatest strengths. This calm should never be confused with indifference. She feels deeply. She experiences disappointment, sadness, frustration, and fear like anyone else. The difference is she refuses to become a prisoner of those emotions. She lets herself feel, but she also reminds herself feelings are temporary, important signals, but not reliable leaders. Wisdom comes from listening to emotions without handing them the steering wheel. Emotional strength also means owning your own healing. Everyone carries wounds inflicted by others. Betrayal, rejection, criticism, broken relationships. While we can't always choose what happens to us, we can choose what happens within us afterward. A lovely woman refuses to let bitterness become her identity. She knows that holding onto resentment gives the past power over the present. Instead, she chooses the harder but freeing path of healing. Healing rarely moves fast. It demands patience, reflection, and courage. Some days progress feels invisible. Old memories resurface unexpectedly. Yet emotional strength reminds her healing isn't about forgetting what happened. It's about refusing to let it dictate the rest of her life. She learns from the pain without letting the pain define her. Another mark of emotional resilience is adaptability. Life rarely follows our carefully drawn plans. Careers shift, relationships evolve, dreams sometimes veer off course. People who depend only on certainty often get discouraged when life changes direction. A lovely woman knows flexibility is strength, not weakness. She adjusts her plans without abandoning her purpose. She understands that detours are often part of the road towards something greater. Emotionally strong women also recognize the value of asking for help. Society sometimes teaches that independence means shouldering everything alone. But wisdom knows every person needs support. Seeking advice, accepting encouragement, or leaning on trusted friends doesn't signal weakness. It shows humility and self-awareness. A lovely woman surrounds herself with people who push her to grow, speak truth with love, and remind her of her own strength when she struggles to see it herself. One trait that often walks alongside emotional strength is patience. We live in a world that demands instant answers and instant results. But some of life's biggest transformations can't be rushed. Character builds slowly. Trust forms over time. Healing requires patience. A lovely woman learns to trust the process. Understanding lasting growth rarely happens overnight. Instead of getting frustrated by slow progress, she stays committed to the small daily choices that eventually spark extraordinary change. Emotional strength also shapes how she treats others. Having experienced pain herself, she grows more compassionate toward those who are struggling. Rather than judging someone's weakness, she offers understanding. She knows everyone carries invisible burdens, and that awareness makes her more patient, more gracious, more willing to extend kindness. Her strength doesn't harden her, it softens her. Perhaps the clearest evidence of emotional resilience is hope. Hope isn't blind optimism ignoring reality. It's the quiet confidence that tomorrow can be better than today. It's believing setbacks aren't permanent and every challenge holds the possibility of growth. A lovely woman guards this hope because she knows it fuels perseverance. Even amid hardship, she keeps taking one faithful step after another. People are naturally drawn to this kind of strength because it creates a sense of stability. In a world full of constant noise, emotional resilience becomes a calming presence. Others feel safe around someone who stays steady during uncertainty, responds with wisdom instead of panic, and brings peace instead of conflict. This quiet confidence can't be bought, copied, or manufactured overnight. It's forged through experience, built through perseverance, and sharpened through every challenge life throws her way. In the end, what makes a woman truly unforgettable isn't that she's avoided hardship, it's that hardship has refined her rather than hardened her. She's learned to meet disappointment with courage, uncertainty with faith, and pain with grace. She understands real strength isn't found in pretending to be invincible, but in staying compassionate, hopeful, and resilient through every season of life. That emotional strength becomes one of her most beautiful qualities, because while physical beauty may fade, a resilient spirit only grows more inspiring with each challenge overcome. In a world where so many people are chasing attention, one of the rarest and most beautiful qualities is the ability to make others feel seen. Many conversations today are drowned in distraction. People often listen only long enough to plan their own reply, waiting for their turn to speak instead of truly understanding the person across from them. Yet a truly lovely woman does something different. She offers people one of the greatest gifts there is, her genuine attention. There's real power in making another person feel valued. It doesn't require rare talent, wealth, or influence, just presence. When someone senses they matter, they leave the conversation lighter than they entered it. They feel respected, understood, appreciated long after they've forgotten the exact words spoken. They remember how the moment made them feel. That's the lasting weight of genuine connection. A lovely woman understands that everyone carries a story. Every smile might hide a struggle. Every confident front might mask private fears. Every cheerful exchange might cover silent battles no one else can see. Because she recognizes this, she meets people with curiosity instead of judgment. Instead of assuming, she asks thoughtful questions. Instead of interrupting, she listens patiently. Her goal isn't just to hear words, but to understand the heart behind them. Listening has become a rare skill, yet it remains one of the strongest expressions of respect. Most people remember those who listened during hard times more than those who gave perfect advice. A lovely woman knows people don't always need solutions. Sometimes they just need someone willing to sit with them, hear them without rushing, and remind them through presence alone that they're not alone. She also understands the incredible power of encouragement. Words can shape lives. One sincere compliment can restore confidence that's been fading for years. One sentence of belief can push someone to chase a dream they were ready to give up on. One word of gratitude can remind someone their effort hasn't gone unnoticed. Understanding this influence, she chooses her words wisely. Her compliments are genuine, never manipulative. She celebrates people's strengths without exaggeration or empty flattery. She notices qualities others often miss: perseverance, generosity, honesty, patience, quiet dedication. While many people fixate only on outward success, she sees the beauty in character. That's what makes her encouragement so meaningful. It comes from careful attention, not hollow words. A lovely woman is also generous with appreciation. She doesn't assume people already know they're valued, she says it out loud. She thanks those who serve others, acknowledges hard work, and recognizes acts of kindness that often go unnoticed. She understands that appreciation costs nothing, yet its impact can echo for a lifetime. One remarkable trait of making others feel valued is that it requires humility. Pride constantly craves attention for itself. Humility chooses to hand the spotlight to others. A lovely woman doesn't need every conversation centered on her accomplishments. She's secure enough to celebrate someone else's success without pulling focus back to herself. This quiet humility creates a space where others feel comfortable, accepted, and appreciated. She also respects people's differences. Every person carries unique experiences, beliefs, personalities, perspectives. Rather than expecting everyone to think exactly like her, she approaches differences with maturity and openness. She can disagree respectfully without becoming disrespectful. She understands treating someone with dignity doesn't require agreeing with everything they say. This emotional maturity lets her build bridges where others build walls. Making others feel valued also means remembering small things, birthdays, meaningful conversations, personal goals, moments that matter to the people she loves. She follows up after hard situations and asks sincere questions because she genuinely cares. These small gestures send a powerful message: you matter enough for me to remember. Often it's these simple acts that strengthen relationships more than grand gestures ever could. Another beautiful part of her character is that she serves without expecting recognition. She helps because kindness is who she is, not because she wants applause. Whether she offers practical support, emotional encouragement, or just her time, she gives generously. She understands true influence is often built quietly, through consistent acts of service rather than dramatic moments of public praise. This attitude reshapes the atmosphere everywhere she goes. Families grow stronger because people feel appreciated. Friendships deepen because trust builds naturally. Workplaces improve because respect replaces competition. Communities grow healthier because people feel seen instead of ignored. Her presence becomes a source of peace because people know they won't be judged or dismissed around her. Part of what makes this quality so powerful is that every human being longs for significance. Deep down, people want to know their life matters, their voice is heard, and they're more than just another face in the crowd. A lovely woman senses this universal need and chooses to meet it through compassion, attentiveness, and sincere interest in others. She understands that sometimes the greatest act of love is simply making someone feel important without expecting anything back. Interestingly, people who spend their lives making others feel valued often end up deeply respected themselves. That's because influence is rarely won by demanding attention. It's earned by consistently giving value. People naturally trust those who make them feel respected. They remember those who encourage them through hard seasons. They stay grateful for those who believed in them before anyone else did. At the end of life, people rarely remember every achievement, possession, or accomplishment. What they remember is relationships. The people who stood beside them in tough moments, celebrated their wins without envy, and offered kindness exactly when it was needed. A truly lovely woman understands this. She knows her greatest legacy isn't how much admiration she collects, but how many lives grew stronger because they crossed paths with her kindness, respect, and genuine care. That ability to make others feel seen, heard, and deeply valued is one of the clearest signs of a beauty that goes far beyond appearance and leaves an unforgettable mark on every heart it touches. One of the most striking qualities of a truly lovely woman is that she never believes she's arrived. No matter how much she's accomplished, learned, or achieved, she keeps growing. She understands life isn't about reaching some final stop where nothing's left to improve. It's about becoming a little wiser, a little kinder, and a little stronger with each passing day. Growth isn't something she does now and then, it becomes her way of living. Many people stop growing because comfort sets in. They settle into routines requiring little effort and resist anything that challenges them. At first, comfort feels safe, predictable, easy, but over time, it can quietly become a trap. When we stop learning, our perspective stops expanding. When we stop pushing ourselves, we slowly lose the thrill of discovering what we're actually capable of. A lovely woman refuses to let comfort become the biggest obstacle to her potential. She meets every season of life like a student, not someone who thinks she knows it all. That humility lets her keep learning from books, experiences, mentors, friends, failures, and even people who disagree with her. She understands wisdom isn't measured by how much someone talks, but by how willing they are to keep learning. One of the clearest signs of maturity is being able to say, "I don't know." Those 3 words take confidence, not insecurity. A woman secure in herself isn't threatened by the idea there's more to learn. Instead, she gets curious. She asks thoughtful questions,